Hello guys, I decided to record second update about my life and situation in Ukraine. As you know, I started this channel again 1 month ago with a video where I was saying that I really want to do travel content because in the future I want to go back to Ukraine and record nice videos about Ukrainian tourism, to develop Ukrainian tourism and to attract more people from abroad to travel to Ukraine so they can see how beautiful is our country. But right now I realize that I still don't know where I will be able to go back to Ukraine. And it's a big question when foreign tourists will be able to go back to Ukraine because situation is very unstable. And after I saw yesterday, I mean the picture from liberated city in Kiev region, I realized I can't say anything about it and I need to record this video. So let's start about the update about myself. As you know, I was in on the west of Ukraine when the war started, and me and my friend Katya we decided to move to Poland. For the first couple of weeks, it was very hard to do anything but to read news all the time. At this time, I still had connection with my mother, who is still in the Chernigiv. It's a city on the north of Ukraine. Uh, but then we lost connection because there are no electricity in my hometown, no water, no gas. Sometimes my mother or my grandmother they call to my brother who is also in Ukraine. He was in Kharkiv for a while, but now he managed to move to more safe city in Ukraine. And then he write me what's going on in Chernigiv. So that's some kind of communication we have right now. And then I decided to start this channel so I would be able to work more and to escape from all these terrible thoughts and feelings I have about the situation in Ukraine. But once again, after the pictures I saw yesterday, it's really hard to avoid this thought and think all the time about Ukraine and situation there. I'm still in Poland, but I have ticket to Lisbon in 2 weeks. I bought this ticket 2 months ago, actually, when I was planning my vacation. I think I'm going to use it because right now for me, I don't care where to be in Europe. Is it Warsaw, Krakow, Lisbon, some other city? Because all my thoughts right now are with Ukraine, and yeah, I'm really want to go back there. Right now, I'm planning to go back in July, but we'll see what will be the situation. So about these pictures, we also from Bucha and Irpin, Hostomel and other cities. Um, as you know, I studied in Russia for 7 years. I entered Moscow Institute of Physics and Technology in 2006, and then I had a second master degree in New Economic School. I finished it in 2013. I was really happy to have good education, meet lots of interesting people, and now it's a big question for me: how will I be able to communicate with many of these people in the future? Because in Russia, I was staying, in this small bubble of really intelligent and liberate people who were against Putin regime. But now, even from them, I hear excuses why this war started. I hear from them that they have uh, nothing to do with this war because it's all Putin, Shoigu, and so on. But I don't think that it was Putin who raped women on the Ukrainian streets. I don't think it was Shoigu who were killing uh, citizens who did nothing, And right now it's very hard, and I can't understand it how Russian people still can say that it's not our business. It's all Putin, Shoigu, and other politics still. All these Russian people on the streets of Ukraine. They were living with you in the same cities, on the same streets. And for me right now, it's a big question how to communicate with Russian people in the future. You know that I travel a lot and I meet a lot of people from different countries. And I really like share culture, opinions, different thoughts with people from different cultures. But right now, for me, it's a big question: what would I do if I meet a Russian person in other country? Like, should I ask about his political opinion, or should I figure out what he think about all the situation, or maybe it's just easier to avoid these people at all? I'm honestly not a big fan of cancellation culture that we are having right now. I see on the Facebook many of my friends they post lots of posts against Russian culture and people, and I can't blame them because they're right now in Ukraine and they see all these ruined cities, they see all these dead bodies, they feel all this pain all the time. They hear the bombing and the Russian soldiers attack all the time. So I have no moral right to say them what should they post or what should they feel about the situation. But still, for me, it's a big question how to communicate with my friends from the universities I was studying with, and how to treat people I would meet in my travels. And the second thought is about the leaders of opinions. You know, because I spent so much time in Russia, I was watching many of Russian YouTubers. I was listening to some Russian singers, and now I see that many of them just keep silence and say nothing about the situation in Ukraine. I see in TikTok some Ukrainian people start to trying to support some Russian singers and artists, saying, but they posted this black square, you know, they posted black square in the first day. I don't think that posting some black square is enough because they just keep silence. They say nothing about what is happening in Ukraine. And after yesterday, if they still say nothing, I just don't think I can watch them in the future or listen to the song of this artist in the future. I also heard the opinion that we're just entertaining bloggers, so all people understand everything, they don't need our posts about war. Um, I don't think so because I see the ratings and statistics that are published in the SME that more and more people support Russian presidents in Russia, and more Russian people support war. So I believe that if more leaders of opinion would say their opinion, it wouldn't happen. If more people in social media would post and share these pictures of Bucha and Irpin, then more people in not only in Russia but in the world would think, what can we do? How can we change? How can we stop it? So if you have social medias, even if you have like 10 friends, 5 subscribers, it doesn't matter. Just try to share your thoughts with them and try to analyze information with them, and maybe even this small step would change someone's mind. So thank you once again for staying with me. I will try to do more travel content for you in the future. Unfortunately, right now my laptop is broken and I'm in Poland when nothing is working on Sunday. So I will go to the repairman store tomorrow, and I'll try to repair my laptop because I still need to work, and I will try to write more videos about tourism for you, and let's hope that soon you will see videos from Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine.